Do you see all the stuff that's going on with Floyd?
Yeah, I can't wrap my head around it. I don't understand how someone makes that much money and doesn't pay taxes or whatever.
Yeah, well, I could tell you how. You run out of money.
Yeah.
You know, you spend so much money on things.
Do you think he has a business manager?
Maybe he wasn't looking out for his best interest.
I mean, you gotta put somebody in charge of that amount of money.
You would think $750 million would last you a while.
Yeah.
He's not even 50.
You give one guy 5%.
How old is Floyd now?
I mean,
yeah, put some away.
God.
But the thing is, it's like that lifestyle. His lifestyle was all about showing you his wealth. His lifestyle. He's 49. Imagine making $750 million and you're 49, you're broke.
Oh, God.
That's crazy. But Tyson talks openly about how he spent hundreds of millions of dollars. Just went through it. You know, if you're living that life where you're just wearing diamonds everywhere and you're buying crazy watches and, you know, Floyd does these things. You're seeing when he'll go into a hotel room when he's traveling and he talks about, like, the watches that he brought. And so he opens up suitcases with millions of dollars in watches. He just opens suitcases. You ever seen these?
No.
Find them because they're kind of hilarious.
Because he's just trying to figure out which one he wants to wear. He brings them all with him.
Yeah, it's just showing off. And he's showing off that he's got 2 suitcases filled with diamond-encrusted Patek Philippe's and, you know, the most high-end of watches. Look at this. See if do you have the clip? Here it is. Put some volume on this. Look at this.
I'm always in my fucking business, worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know, I'm gonna stay in my lane. I ain't gonna fuck with nobody, and I don't want nobody fucking with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me.
Look at this, dude.
But you know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches. But then I say, fuck it. If I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs $18 million.
Oh, Jesus.
Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? For you motherfucking haters today, I'm going to go fuck off $50,000 because I ain't got shit else to do. Money made. All motherfucking day. You know what's crazy?
That's the problem. So that you can only do for so long.
Yeah.
So if you have one $18 million watch, like, okay, let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. You wanted to get it, you got it. You have $750 million. You have one $18 million watch. You can't have 18 watches that cost millions of dollars. Like, because you're going to need more. You're going to keep wanting to buy more. You're going to run out of money. How many Rolls Royces do you have? Okay, each one of those is $500,000. You have 4 or 5 of them? How many Ferraris? You got 10 Ferraris. Okay, what? Some of those Ferraris are almost $1 million. You have 10 almost $1 million cars. Okay, so just in watches and cars alone, we're looking at 50, 60 million. Okay, and then you have to make 120 plus to actually have 60. I don't know if he's leasing them. I don't know how he's financing things. I don't know. But
I'd love to know.
The
he
reality.
can make that money back he can make the money that he needs back by literally making a super documentary about how he spent it. You ever seen that 30 for 30 broke about how the NFL players all spent their money?
No.
Well, it's unbelievable. One of the easiest watches ever. And like it's got to be 30 for 30's like biggest production ever. Like it's everywhere. It's just huge. And yeah, who the hell doesn't want to know about that?
Right.
And I'm waiting on that Nicolas Cage doc that probably nobody's making either, where it's like, because he's a different version of that. You know about this.
He went broke?
Oh, yeah.
But then he made it back again.
Well, yeah, he works his ass off. So he's on a tear. He's just making movies left and right. And yeah. Going from 100.
He faced severe financial struggles in the late 2000s, going from a $150 million fortune to being $6 million in debt. Whoa. He never officially filed for bankruptcy, but he cleared his debts by relentlessly taking on movie roles, including direct-to-video films and selling off extensive real estate and assets.
I guess he bought like a lot of T-Rex skulls. Like he spent his money on like crazy things. He didn't just go watches and cars. He would find crazy pieces of art and like old historical things, I think.
Well, he was a movie star from way back. You got to realize, like, what was his first film? I think his first film was like 1980 or something.
Yeah.
I remember him being a movie star when I was in high school.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time of being in that bizarro Hollywood bubble, getting your brain cooked by fame.
Yeah. He's one of those, you can watch him do anything. Like one of those freaks where even though people will say, I don't like this Nicolas Cage thing, I don't like that.
From an article about what he spent his money on.
$455,000 for 2 snakes. Okay, so it was $276,000 in 2005, the equivalent of $455,000 today. Thanks, inflation. How crazy is that? Think about that. $275,000 in 2005 is $455,000 today.
Damn.
How fun is inflation?
Wow.
What was Nicolas Cage's first movie?
Officially?
Yeah.
He was in a few things like unofficially. I think.
Just that crazy movie with him and...
Raising Arizona had to be like the first big hit, right?
That was a big one. That was a big one.
His new ones are good too. These wacky
His
ones.
filmography, if you go all the way back. 1982, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Is Nicholas Coppola.
Valley Girl is what I was thinking of. That was in 83. Yeah. Credit as Nicholas Coppola. That's before he changed his name because he didn't want to be connected to, what is his uncle? Francis Ford Coppola? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Valley Girl. So Valley Girl was 83. So I was in high school, dude.
Raising Arizona, Peggy Sue got married. Those are big too.
Big. Those were huge movies, dude. Raising Arizona is so fucking funny. I saw that like a year ago. I forgot how funny it was. Remember Tex Cobb was in there? The boxer with the flat nose who fought Larry Holmes? He did a bunch of movies.
The big white guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
big fucking corn-fed white guy.
On the motorcycle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's great.
It's a Coen Brothers movie, right? Raising Arizona is. Those guys might be the goats. They might be the goats of comedy. Them and the
so
Farrelly
great.
brothers.
Yep. No doubt.
See how many amazing, hilarious fucking movies. And the Coen brothers, they were always so out there. Everything's so out there. Some of their films are just like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like was Kingpin Farrelly brothers?
Yes.
Those guys too.
Without a doubt.
Fuck, that was good.
Unbelievable.
Fuck, that's a funny movie.
So fucking great. It's
So
crazy.
funny. The scene where he's throwing up in the toilet when she's talking about him eating her pussy to pay his
God.
rent.
Oh, my God. Oh. Woody's range is incredible.
You know what I heard about that movie? That they had primed all the actors to get really excited when Bill Murray throws 3 strikes, because he had to throw 3 strikes in a row. And so they said, this might take a while, so we're going to really need your enthusiasm. And then Bill Murray actually threw 3 strikes in a row, first attempt, and everybody went crazy, like for real. Because they were, like they were said, this is not going to happen this way. So when he actually did it, everybody went fucking bananas.
Nuts.
Fuck, such a good movie.
I love it. Dude, Woody's a freak, bro. Since he's moved here and goes to Kill Tony and, like, we hang out and stuff, only after, like, making friends with him, like, I knew he did a lot of great stuff, but he sneaks up in so many great things. It's insane. He's in fucking, what is the Coen Brothers one with not There Will Be Blood? It was made at the same time with Javier Bardem. Oh, my God, how am I blanking on this? It's, No Country for Old Men.
Oh, that's right.
He's in it, and he's not even, they don't even like promote him on that or anything. He just comes in the movie halfway through with all these other fucking greats and is crushing.
It's hard to think that that's the Coen Brothers movie.
The People versus Larry Flint. He's a freak of nature. Fucking.
That thing that you sent me the other day with him when he was playing LBJ?
Oh my God, it's so good. I randomly stumbled across that one. I'm like, oh, I'll fall asleep to this. Woody is LBJ, and it's one of those movies that fucking kept me awake because it was so goddamn good. Mesmerizing.
Super nice guy too. Like easy to hang out with.
Oh my God, the best.
Very chill with everybody. Just
Yeah.
hangs out. When he's in the green room, it's just like one of us.
Yeah.
Normal.
Yep.
It's just hard to do when you've been famous that long. Just be cool.
Yeah.
But also, he doesn't have a phone. You get a hold of him. You got to go through his wife to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
He's smart. Just insulates himself from all the nonsense.
Brilliant. It's
So
the way
smart.
to do it.
Yeah, but I think when you get to like that level, you kind of have to, or you'll go crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He has his fun. He likes laughing, sipping his tequila, smoking his weed. He's got it all figured out. Grows his own weed, makes his own tequila, eats live food or whatever, and just laughs and enjoys life. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's nice to know that people can make it through that crazy maze. And, you could either go nuts and buy Tyrannosaurus Rex skulls, or you could just completely disconnect from it all and just be yourself. Just keep killing it. I know him and McConaughey have a TV show that's coming out where they play brothers, right?
Yeah. I think it's on Apple TV coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's it been like the weirdness, the post-roast weirdness?
I'm always surprised by these things. I'm always surprised that they last so long that anybody's talking about it. It's so bizarre. I was surprised with the Pang Dang thing. I was surprised at the Trump thing. And this one is really surprising because with other ones, they're like, there's a time and a place for jokes like that or this or that or whatever. And this is the time and the place for it, is like the roast of Kevin Hart. You know, I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
And we roasted Kevin. You know, I did a fucking George Floyd joke in the at the Tom Brady roast. And I did who's the white guy that shot people? It's the same fan base as, God damn it, the kid that shot people up in wherever.
Be a little more specific.
The white guy shot a couple people, had a gun at a thing. They made it look like it was black people, but it was actually white people that he shot that were shooting at him or had guns. What's his name?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
David Lucas is friends with him, brought him to the club.
Oh, Kyle Rittenhouse.
That's it.
Oh.
I did a Kyle Rittenhouse joke. I did this. And then this one, people are offended or something. I don't know. And yeah, if you just watch that clip on my dismount, it's a crazy clip. But if you watch the entire flow of the roast set, it's just one last departing joke, which that's my thing, man. It's like I knew Earthquake would be standing up on his feet like he was halfway through my set. You know, there's standing O's that are happening during my actual roast. And on this one, because there were so many people on it and it was such a long, big roast, you know, they set you to an allotted time. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do something I don't normally do and blast off more jokes per minute than I normally do. Instead of milking it and getting applause breaks and things like that, I'm just going to create a bang, 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 bang final stand of things. And you know, what's funny is that I have something that's supposed to offend everybody. Like, I don't want you to like 100% of any of my jokes. I'm not that guy. I'm heelish. I'm a bad guy.
You're a pro
wrestling
wrestling
fan.
heel.
Exactly. Yeah. So what's funny is people got offended about the George Floyd thing, and a lot of people said, yeah, well, Pete Davidson did a Charlie Kirk joke. And they're comparing these things from two different spectrums. But what they didn't mention is that I did a Charlie Kirk joke in my set. So fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. You know what I mean?
Everybody gets them.
Everybody gets it is always
Everybody
my whole
gets some
point.
jokes.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
I said that Kevin has quite the fan base. He has more gunfire at his merch table than Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And so, you know, for people to nitpick that joke and be offended, and it's funny because it was a lot of comedians, a lot of black comedians were like, I'm upset about this. You know, they made their videos, which is just hilarious because they're not on the roast. They're not in attendance at the roast.
You saw Tiffany Haddish.
That was the best one. Nobody handled it better than her.
Find Tiffany Haddish getting asked questions. Was it a TMZ thing?
Yeah.
About the roast, because she handled it so perfectly.
And they were trying to bait everybody.
Of course they were.
Everybody. Even Cheryl Underwood, who handled it all like a champ. We made friends before at a Netflix brunch that week that was for that festival.
Well, dude, I told you about Cheryl.
Yeah, she's the shit.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
I worked with Cheryl in like the early 2000s, I think it was, in Montreal. I told you, she's a monster.
Yeah.
She'd go on stage with her purse on, just clutching her purse on stage and murder, dude.
Oh, yeah.
She'd murder. Listen to Tiffany.
See, Red? You look so good. So you have like 30 seconds to chat really quick?
Yeah.
So talking about Kevin Hart roast, right?
Yes, it was so much fun.
So Lonnie Love didn't think so. Lonnie Love was like, you know what? It's exhausting. It's edgy. Specifically about the George Floyd joke. What are you thinking? Is it just comedy? Should they have been a little less...
I think it should have been shorter. The show was too long.
Okay.
I mean, I was sitting there the whole time. I had to pee. I didn't hear the George Floyd joke because I had to pee so bad.
So you went to the bathroom with
yeah,
that?
I was a glorified seat filler, and I was tired.
Well, also, I mean, Lonnie and other people were like, oh, maybe it was a little too racially motivated. What do you think as far as like the jokes? Is this just comedy, or are people taking it too seriously?
Is this all comedians saying it that wasn't invited?
That's the fucking comedian Tiffany Haddish.
Bro, that was her version of the Sean O'Malley walk-off KO.
I love it. I love it, man. You never forget those people that actually are answering honestly and real.
Well, real comics.
And again, it's the same thing for 100%. She's not only is it a fun walk-off home run, but she's also 100% correct. There's nobody that was there that was offended. There was no ruckus there. It's just like everything else where you leave and you go, huh, this thing's kind of crazily taking off, it seems. A lot of people are talking about that one joke at the end. It's so weird.
Well, we live in an outrage culture, and an outrage. There's money in outrage. There's engagement in outrage. Outrage is it's the commodity that everybody wants.
Yeah.
They want to be outraged.
Yeah.
And they want to be right. And if you're outraged and you've got a good point, you just ride that fucking thing for as much juice as you can get out of it, and then you move on to the next thing.
Yep.
What are you mad at now?
There's never, in any of these things, there's never a moment where I'm like, okay, this could cause a problem. It's never been that way.
While it's happening.
It was high fives.
Yeah.
High fives and laughter after my 3 p.m. set in a half-filled Madison Square Garden waiting for the 8 p.m. arrival of Trump to speak. I'm, on a 34-person lineup. Everyone was thrilled. Way to get the crowd going. I mean, we're just getting the party started. The lights were up. Like, it obviously wasn't the best position for me on that lineup, but the same exact thing. And then it's like a little bit later, you realize, like, oh, they're making a news story about the Puerto Rico joke of all things. So interesting.
I told you that joke was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I would have never told you to do that joke during that, but I told you that was going to be a problem in your act.
It wasn't supposed to be in my original thing for that. It was a last-second filler because they gave me more time than everybody. It was a very bizarre thing. They gave me more time for every bizarre thing.
First of all, the idea that you would go on after someone, like, who went on before you? Stephen Miller?
No, not
Who
even.
was it?
It was the national anthem with a guy painting a thing. Actually, no, he went on after me.
Someone
I
had
went
some
on
kind
right
of a
after the
speech.
national anthem.
But someone had some kind of a rah-rah speech. Make
Not
America
even.
great again.
I wish there was. That all came like way after me, which is crazy. They just had me on the wrong position on the thing, and
you should only do stand-up where people are doing stand-up.
Totally.
It doesn't work.
Totally.
It's like, but you got to say.
But then again, it did work in-house. The place isn't mic'd for
I'm sure
stand-up comedy or lit for stand-up or anything like it.
No, they were laughing.
They were having a good old time.
Well, they're probably happy that something wasn't stiff and boring.
Right.
Like taxes and fucking
Right.
tariffs.
I mean, Rudy Giuliani went on like 3 hours after me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a nuts all day. It was a super long thing. My point being is that it always surprises me that I'm the news, even though because if someone else said it, if it was a politician that did it or someone else, someone high up in the administration, that would make sense. Same thing with a roast. If it was a clean comedian, right? If Nate Bargatze or Jim Gaffigan were on it and they said that, that's crazy. Me saying it, that's normal.
They don't know that, though. See, the thing is, it's like you've achieved a level of fame that like really snuck up on people over the last couple of years. It's because the rise of Kill Tony has been completely organic. Like, there's been no promotion of Kill Tony that made it become what it is. It's all just people sharing it on YouTube, sharing it online. That's all it is, clips and these moments, and then, obviously the Shane moments and all the Kyle Dunnigan. It's been so many amazing moments. It's such a good show. It came organically. And then you got to this point over the last couple of years, like, oh, we got to pay attention to this fucking guy. And then after they started attacking you from the White House thing, or the Madison Square Garden thing, rather, which was 2024, then it was on. Then it's on like Donkey Kong, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's 2 years later. So now you're a guy that they go to, like, to get mad at. And there's a bunch of people like that online that's their business. Their business is people are mad at them. They have hot takes. People are mad at them.
Yeah.
I mean, so you've fallen into that category. And so there's going to be people that genuinely don't like what you did and don't like you. And then there's going to be people that are just using it as a commodity. They're just using it as outrage, which is part of what the game is. This is what they do in their engagement, fucking game that they play. And it's kind of what we do in the joke game.
Yeah.
You get engagement. You get people to laugh. You say outrageous things that you don't even really mean, but it's because it's a funny thing to say. It's just like I always say, Bob Marley didn't really shoot the sheriff. You know that, right?
Right.
It's like, it's just jokes.
Exactly.
Like, when you say inappropriate shit on purpose, I mean, that is, like, everybody used to know that. Like, Louis C.K. was a very left-wing progressive guy when he was saying really fucked up things that he didn't mean on purpose because they were funny.
Yeah.
Like, that was what he did. And everybody was fine with it until somewhere around, it seems like it was like 2016, 2000, like it started to turn a corner where it became like people are starting to take these things as statements rather than as comedy material. Mm-hmm. And they started trying to pretend that the person really means this. Like, that's where it got crazy. And that happened around the time where social media really came into prominence. Because before that, there was no real avenue to do that. There's no real avenue to pretend you were really deeply upset.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's some people that were upset, but there's also a lot of like people that are just ill. They're online all the time on these social media apps, just arguing and spitting out venom and yelling at people, and they yell at them. It's like they're in hell all day long. And anytime something comes along, they could be upset at. They have to have their take. They have to have that hot take.
Yeah.
And if their hot take gets engagement, they're all looking at their likes, and they just start re-engaging with that subject and going back on it. And this is the real problem. Okay. Good luck with that. That's bad for your head, kid.
Right. Exactly.
Very bad for your head. All those people that I know that are like, especially comics that are doing it, the comics that are doing it, almost all of them don't have good careers. No, all of them.
Right.
None of them have like impressive careers, especially compared to their contemporaries that are doing well. And then on top of it, they're all mentally ill. They're all people that are fucking filled up with pharmaceuticals, and they're going to therapy. They're like literally mentally ill, and they're online talking about fascists.
Right.
You know, like, stop. Like, get your shit together. No one, your opinion is not that valuable to people because they know that you're fucked up. Do you not understand that?
Right.
Like, the way you view the world is it's not a healthy, balanced perspective. Like, you're viewing the world in this, like, mentally ill lens.
Well, the whole online thing doesn't even convert to sold tickets or a bigger thing. It's such a temporary drug for them to fill this void of what they're not doing.
Right. It doesn't convert to them, people want to go see them. No. I mean, some people, maybe they get like a little juice out of it, but it's not enough because you're also opening the door. If you do become popular, you have to understand that if you've been spitting hate at people for a decade and then you become popular, boy, that hate's coming your way.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming your way, you know, and I mean, this is one of the things that I said after the Mencia stuff. I said, even though I think it was the right thing to do, I wouldn't do it again because it's just too much. Yeah. It's just too much. You just feel the darkness of it all. The negative. It's all negative. It's all negative. Even though it had to be done, because you've got this guy that with it. It showed me how completely absent of morals and ethics the business is. Completely absent. Right. They knew what he was doing, and they did not care. They didn't care because they were profiting from it. And this is the conversation that I had with my agent when they were dumping me. Mm-hmm. I told them, I go, you're making a mistake right now that's going to affect the rest of your life. You have to understand the choice that you're making. You're choosing to align with someone who in any other industry, that person would be in jail. Right. If that person was, and also if this was in literature or if this was in music, they would be sued into high heaven. Like there's songs that like, they don't even seem like they're that close to each other. And people had to give like songwriting credits to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like songs, like people get inspired by certain songs and then they write a song that sounds close enough that there's a rhythm to it that people get upset.
Well, there's only so many notes and so many chords, and there's only so many beats and so much timing. And it's often the same thing with comedy. Like there's some crossovers in a writer's room, which I've been in so many of. So many people writing on the same subject will have the same joke. It's only when it's like what Mencia was doing, word for word, long form.
Well, that was a different thing. But he was a buccaneer. That was a totally different thing. But there's songs like, okay, so I was listening to this video the other day, or watching this video the other day, rather, that was comparing Radiohead's Creep to an older song. And they had to give Radiohead, rather, had to give this older song writing credits for this, which sounds so different. And then Radiohead accused Lana Del Rey, or someone from their organization, accused Lana Del Rey of having a song that ripped off Creep, or was sounded too much like Creep. And it did sound a little like Creep, but it was very different. Like, it should be. Obviously, this is, like, inspired by it, right? If that's the, like, Elvis Presley's entire career was inspired by black musicians. Like the way he danced and moved and the way he sang. So it's like, what are we doing? Like, there's stealing and then there's inspired by. Inspired by is what we were all doing. It's like we were talking about that computer earlier, that chip manufacturing thing. That thing was built on the back of all the fucking super wizard geniuses that have been working on all the different technology that led to that being. You can't just invent that in a vacuum. You have to invent that on all these other inventions that have taken place for decades before you.
Right.
It's like with music, it's interesting how litigious they are. Maybe it's because they're run by a certain group of people. Tell me. But they're so good at like suing people. Like Bittersweet Symphony. You remember that song?
Oh yeah, totally.
They had to give all their money to the Stones.
Yep.
Because it was what song?
It's
What's House Perplexity? While Tony is, or while Jamie rather is.
Don't do that, please.
Oh, I can't do that. That's right.
No, you can't.
Oh, we have to
They'll
do
get us.
do
Isn't
it.
that
I
crazy?
know.
It's a
Are you?
1965 song called The Last Time.
If I mean, we learned this the hard way because I have an actual band that can play anything and everything. And years ago, they could play anything and everything. Our old episodes hold. Because I'd literally be to a a shy person. I'd be like, "What do you ever do karaoke?" They're like, "Yes." I'd go, "What song do you sing?" And then they go da 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 da, and they would go right into it. And now you can't hum a song for a few seconds.
So Bittersweet Symphony was a sample from the Verve developed Bittersweet Symphony from a sample from a 1965 version of Rolling Stones song, The Last Time, adding vocals, strings, guitar, and percussion. After a lawsuit by the Rolling Stones' former manager, Alan Klein, the Verve relinquished all royalties to the Rolling Stones members, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, who were also added to the songwriting credits. Wow. 2019, 10 years after Klein's death, Jagger, Richards, and Klein's son ceded the rights to the Verve songwriter Richard Ashcroft because he was probably broke.
There's similar things that have happened recently with I think Olivia Rodrigo and Paramore, and then like Puff Daddy and
Yeah. Can you please look up the other one that I set up though, which was Radiohead, Creep, Lana Del Rey, and Radiohead Creep had to give songwriting credits to another band.
the Hollies.
The Hollies, that's right. What was the original song? The Air That I Breathe. It's interesting when you listen to. Let's listen to them. See if you could find that. There's a comparison video that I watched on YouTube. See if you could find that, because it's interesting how they say the first one, and you're like, geez, I don't see it. We'll have to edit this out, ladies and gentlemen, but you can find it yourself. Radiohead's Creep versus Lana Del Rey's Get Free versus the Hollies, The Air That I Breathe. Yeah, that was a live version of it, but if you hear the recorded version of it, it's even more. You could see. But people get inspired by things. I get it, though. I get it in those cases, especially like the beginning of the Hollies song and then the beginning of Radiohead, like, sort of dead on.
Yeah.
They're setting a mood, like a very specific mood.
Have you ever seen how the guy from here's a crazy one. The guy from the Gorillaz, the song Clint Eastwood, I think it is. He had like one of those like little kids kind of keyboards, and he hit the demo button because like oftentimes it'll just have a regular song or whatever, and it's the entire backbone of their biggest hit. You'd have to pull it up, I guess, to understand, but it's that dun, dun. Yeah, there it is. So that's just on the thing.
Wow.
And somehow they got away with it.
Wow.
And then all they do from there is just, yeah.
That's the preset. It's the Rock 1 preset.
That's so crazy. They used that. They used a preset from one of them little machines, like a toy.
And much like the fucking crazy jokes that end up getting me in trouble, I bet they don't even think that's gonna be the hit. You know what I mean? Like, they're probably not like, this is the song that's gonna fly off the shelves.
Yeah, but other people see it, Tony. I was the one who told you were going to get stabbed for the Puerto Rican joke.
that was so many years later. It's crazy. I was doing that joke during the pandemic to the point to where it got extended to where you were part of it. And what's funny is I left those tags of the longer joke out of the Trump rally one, which probably would have protected me. They probably would have saved it going, it's going to get me stabbed, whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, then you would have to do the Amy Schumer joke.
Well, yeah, there was a lot to it, yeah. People don't realize that that's a small
giant
bit
chunk.
of a much bigger chunk at the time.
Well, that's why it should be in a set.
Yeah,
You know?
of
Comedy
course.
is such a weird art form. I mean, I love it to death, but real comedy should be seen in person.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Stanhope said this once. Like, it was like everything we do on TV is just to try to get people to come see us in the clubs.
Exactly.
Like, that's really what it is. It's like you just really want people to go there live because that's the real fun.
Yeah.
The real fun is all us, a bunch of human beings, fucking around and having a good time.
Right.
As soon as you start taking it seriously and making it something that it's not, like I get why you're doing it because that has become a thing that people do today. But I'm just saying, like, for your own mental health, it's not good for you to be engaging. Like I was saying about the Carlos thing, like just engaging in conflict. It's not good. It's not good for you. It's bad for you.
Yeah.
It feels bad. It's not good. It's not. It's you. There's negative energy and positive energy. You should spend as much of your time possible on things that make positive energy. I know that sounds hippie, and because I'm a little bit of hippie, I got a lot of hippie in me. But that's what I believe. I believe you should spend as much of your time having fun, making people laugh, having a good time, and less about dwelling on shit.
Yeah.
That's why I try to stay off Twitter, because when I get on, I just start freaking out at all the different news stories that are just abomination after abomination where you're just so angry.
It's just impossible now. And you know, it used to be Twitter was Twitter and this and that, but really it's just the news. X is the news.
It is
and
the
it's
news
so hard to absorb that. It was fun, and you know, it's cool and all, and my algorithm still shows me stuff that I love, police chases gone wrong and UFC highlights and all of this stuff, but all the stuff around that is just crazy. I did a thing because I was staying at a hotel in DC right after the State of the Union or something. Anyway, I'm like, okay, it's a hotel TV. I never get to watch regular TV. I'm going to be asleep in a few minutes anyway. So I threw on, I ended up going by CNN. I'm like, let's see what these wackos are saying over here. Let's see how fake the news can possibly be, because from what I understand, the most recent State of the Union was a solid State of the Union and very positive and long and entertaining. Let's see what they say. Oh, racism this, he caused the deaths of black people here. He's the reason why America's failing. It's the reason why we're the laughing stock of the country. It made me so stressed out. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see what Fox News is saying. And it was crazy over there. And then you have
What did they say?
Well, they had their counterpoint person on, unlike CNN, where they're just all in agreement. Yeah, and going by 6 people, literally going, yeah, he's the worst, and let's not forget that he doesn't think trans people deserve this and this, and like they're just going on and on about straight doom. And Fox News had a counterpoint person that was stressing me out. I swear to God, I'm not kidding. This is not a joke. I was flipping through the different channels, go by MSNBC. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. I put on Silence of the Lambs.
To calm yourself down?
I swear to God, I was asleep 5 minutes later. And I ended up, it just coincidentally was on the Buffalo Bill part where like he's got a girl in a well.
The lotion in the basket.
Pure darkness. And I'm like, finally some peace on the cable television. I never get to just watch normal TV.
So did Fox News have a positive spin on the State of the Union address? I did not watch it.
I remember for some reason it was stressing me out, whatever was going on. Because like they at least Fox has, they'll argue still, like the news used to be. They'll have both sides on and kind of talk it out. And CNN has that poor one guy that just takes all the bullets for everybody. Is just going, you're lying. That stat doesn't exist.
Scott Jennings?
Yes. Yeah. That poor guy he probably has months to live. He takes so many bullets every day. He's a fucking war hero out there.
It's a very turbulent world when it comes to discourse. It's just everybody's mad at everybody else. It's really weird to watch. It's really weird to watch these shows on CNN now that are basically like bad podcasts that get interrupted every 5 minutes for a commercial. It's really what it's like. I don't remember it being that way, where it's just so many panel opinion shows. I remember it was more like CNN used to have Bourdain's show on.
Yep.
You know, where they would travel around the country and travel around the world and check out food, and it was interesting.
Yep.
And he would, give you his perspective on the cultures and all the problems and the things that these people are facing, and their food, and what the community was like. It was a fucking great show. They did a bunch of different shows that were different, and then somewhere along the line, man, they just went all outrage.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's going to get any different now. I mean, now it looks like Barry Weiss is going to be running that as well. So she's running the CBS News, and perhaps she's going to be running CNN, or the same company's going to be running CNN. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Good luck, because people already don't want to listen. They don't want to take it seriously.
Yeah.
They, and that's why X has become the news. The reason why it's become the news is because they can't trust the news.
Right. Totally. It's crazy over
like
there.
Tim Dillon had these 2 New York Times reporters on his podcast, and I listened to him talking about it. I hadn't listened to them on the podcast, but I listened to him talking about it, and he was saying that they said there was no evidence that Jeffrey Epstein was intelligence. And I was like, what? There's no. If I could watch one Mike Benz episode of my podcast where he breaks it down, it's almost impossible that he's not.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you, like, no evidence? No, that's not true. There's just evidence that you're not considering. So it's like, if the New York Times and the people that we're always supposed to trust to be the objective purveyors of all that's going on in the world, if they're compromised, so they're not allowed to say things, or they have narratives that they're supposed to spin one way or another, or they're very cautious about being honest about their opinion, very, very shielded about their actual opinions. Either one of those is not good. Or if they actually believe that, that's not good either, because that means you're not really paying attention objectively. Like, watch a Mike Benz episode where he breaks down Epstein's connections. It's nuts. Yeah. The whole thing's nuts. It's crazy that anybody could say that he wasn't intelligence.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. But they will do anything to push their own story.
They don't. Yeah, it's a propaganda network.
Yeah.
And whatever that propaganda is, I mean, that propaganda will shift depending upon who's in control of the realm of the reins, rather. The realm really is a realm of nonsense. Well, whoever's in control, they're going to be the ones that dictate how the narrative goes, and it's always going to be whatever the sponsors are. That's why you never hear anything about any of these studies that they're showing about the vaccine safety signals that they found very early on, how they hit it. All this Fauci stuff, they're not showing any of that. The Tulsi Gabbard speech, we talked about that, where she gave this speech explaining how he lied to Congress and Fauci pressured these other scientists to change their perspective on whether or not it was gain of function research. And
Yeah. The shit that we had a pretty big feeling about back in 2020.
yeah, you don't hear any of these people. They're not covering it.
Yeah.
And they can't, because they can't really tell you the whole news. They can only tell you the news they're approved to tell you. And that's not good. And that's how X comes about.
Yeah.
That's how X becomes the place where everybody trusts. But then you go to X and it's just filled with horse shit. There's so much lies. There's always video of something happening and they're saying this is going on right now, and you're like, and then someone says, no, this is a video from 2022.
Right.
This is in this part of the world.
This is AI.
This is China. This is not Israel. This is it's like there's so much horseshit and there's so many bots.
Yeah.
It's like you just dip your toe into the water and you just feel poisoned. You're like, I got to get out of here.
Yep.
But then you feel irresponsible for not paying attention.
Exactly.
You know?
And I feel like so many people feel like they're doing the right thing, watching the news and being informed, and they hear that the news is fake and they think that's just like a Trump talking point. I've always said that Trump calling it fake news was like one of the worst things that could happen, because then it sounds like a Trump thing and the Trump enemies go, oh, fake news. Sure, it's fake. If he's saying it, then it can't be fake because we have to disagree with him. Meanwhile, it's a goddamn production. I mean,
It is fake.
And
They're right. It's fake.
yeah.
It's fake. There's a lot of the news is fake. It's not true. All that, I mean, the fact that no one got in trouble for all that Russiagate stuff,
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
and that there's still the same people that were pushing that Russiagate shit, or they're still giving opinions on TV.
Right.
It's nuts.
Yeah. There's no repercussions to be found. They get to say whatever they want. It's crazy.
Well, the repercussion is no one takes them seriously. And that's real. They've suffered that. I mean, we've seen that in real time. And I think the pandemic was the big wake-up call for a lot of people, especially people that were forced to take the vaccine because they had jobs, or they had to fly, or they had family members, and then they got some horrible side effect. And those people got what they call red-pilled, I know a lot of people that got red-pilled from that.
Yeah.
They just can't take it anymore.
It's crazy. And it's bubble-ish, you know what I mean? There's certain areas geographically in which that's the mentality and they stick to it. I mean, here in Austin, I'm known as, a skinny little faggot. I went to LA and it turns out I'm a racist Nazi. They were doing jokes on me at that roast in which it's like, what are you guys talking about? There's parts where I'm literally like, what the I've never even heard this about myself. I'm on a comedy show every week where people take shots at me, and none of this is a thing.
Well, it's made up, and
Right.
they also made up a bunch of stuff about like you going to Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Right. Crazy.
They just made it up.
Yeah.
like
Not
you-
only made it up, turned it down. Didn't go when offered vast sums of money that the busboy, bag boy, Tony would never imagine turning down.
and people don't even know that you turned it down
Right.
because you haven't been public about it.
Right. I mentioned it. I glazed over it for one moment on Kill Tony once. But yes,
The
it
people
hasn't been a
that
thing.
turned down that money are you and Shane Gillis.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Netflix clipped that and pinned it on their Instagram, that
Right.
joke, and with the caption "long sip" because I'm sipping my water because the joke isn't on me, so the camera shouldn't be on me. Meanwhile, they're getting my reaction shot to, oh, you guys took that Saudi Arabian money, and it makes it look like I'm offended or something, or guilty of taking Saudi Arabian money.
But just a joke when you just lie about
Right.
a fact and to make a joke is crazy because you're just lying. Like there's a difference between that and making a joke about something. Like you had to make something true and then criticize them for something. So you had to lie about something and then criticize them about that lie that you just invented,
Yeah,
which takes 3 seconds to find out it wasn't true.
exactly.
It takes a really quick search. Like, oh, he didn't go.
Right.
Okay.
On the contrary, the guys that Chelsea was complimenting during that set, basically, Kevin Hart and Pete Davidson did take the money and went to Saudi Arabia.
Also, you don't think Chelsea Handler would have taken that money if they offered her to go to Saudi Arabia? She went to dinner at Epstein's house.
Exactly.
What the fuck are we talking about?
But it's all right because Woody Allen was there.
Yeah. And apparently she gave him the what have you. She told him. That's what they said. She told him. She was very upset with him. Yeah. At the intelligence agent / sexual predator's house.
Yeah.
Guys who were arrested for statutory rape. That's fine, though.
Crazy.
It's just, don't be a white guy.
It's nuts.
It's just, the whole thing is so stupid. Like, if you want to make fun of someone for anything, for, you looking gay, or you're down with that. But when you invent a fact that's not true, you say it's not true, and then you criticize someone for that, like, that's stupid. That's a stupid way to do comedy.
Yeah.
And
the way that it's covered and everything, it's like, what are you guys doing?
Well, if you didn't know, and people didn't know, obviously, because they laughed. They thought maybe you did go, or maybe Shane did go. They didn't know that you were the two people that did say no. Right. Jessica Curson went, and she got criticized so much, she gave her money away. She gave the money away. I think what did she do with the money? Find out what she did. But I was like, oh, man. Listen, those people that went to see Jessica Curson, first of all, I heard she murdered over there. She's very funny. She's a fucking dynamo. She's a killer on stage. Yeah. Very, very entertaining, lovely lady. I love her to death. She's fun to talk to. She fucking murdered over there, I heard. So a lesbian woman from New York went to Saudi Arabia. Donates Riyadh Comedy Festival fee to Human Rights Campaign. Well, all that money's going to someone's payroll.
Yeah. It's going to a daycare center in Minneapolis.
Yeah, you feel better, but meanwhile, it's paying for someone's salary that's probably not fixing homelessness or whatever the fuck it is. That's what they do. Tom Segura went and put a photo of a Ferrari and said, thanks, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
But everybody was very upset. But my perspective is the people that are in that audience, if you're upset, the people that are paying and organizing, okay. The people that are in that audience, though, that they're performing to, they don't get a chance to see American stand-up comedy. And they're getting a chance to see it live. And stand-up comedy, like music, like literature, changes people's minds. It changes all art where you see someone, a different person than you, with a totally different perspective, that lives on another side of the world, that says something that you think is hilarious and you love. It changes, it changes people's perspectives. You win hearts and minds. I mean, that's real. Like, you can change the world a little bit by getting people to say, hey, we all have a lot of shared interests. We just want to have fun. We just want to be with our friends, be with our family, and do what we want to do. Like, everybody wants that, including those people in the audience. Like, those people in the audience in Saudi Arabia were just Saudi Arabian citizens. They're just a bunch of people that lived there. They came out to see comedy. Like, performing in front of them, I mean, what is wrong with that? It's wrong. You're supposed to boycott it because the people that run it probably were involved with the killing of Jamal Khashoggi in some way, or the people that finance it. Okay, maybe. I see how you didn't want to do it, and I see how Shane didn't want to do it, and I probably wouldn't want to do it either. But I don't have any problem with people doing it. Because I think at the end of the day, you're just like I don't have any problem with Saudi Arabia putting on these boxing matches that I talked about. I love that they put on these boxing matches. And oddly enough, that's not really criticized that much, even by like heavy-duty left-wing MMA media, which is a real thing. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of like shit libs that are MMA media, just because they're journalists and they just happen to be fans, but they have that like hardcore left-wing perspective. They don't seem to have that much of a problem with it. Not like people had the problem with the comics over there, where guys like Louis and Bill Burr, they just get destroyed for that.
Yeah, it's nuts.
But I think Segura had the right move. Just don't even pay attention. Fuck off. I'm going to perform wherever I want to perform,
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Totally. I just can't go straight from a Trump rally to Saudi Arabia. Like, it's a little bit of a hop, a skip, and a jump.
I know. It's like, is that what you want to do? I don't want to go there. It's too long.
Right.
I don't want to be on a plane for 16 hours to go anywhere.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why.
I hate it. I hate flying.
Yeah, fuck off.
It's terrible.
Come to Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's just we live in a very polarized society, and I think a large part of that is what we were talking about earlier with social media and mentally ill people just screaming into the fucking void every day. I just would like to suggest to people, just try not to engage like that for a month and see how much better you feel.
Yeah.
Just try it.
Talk and make friends.
And hopefully that's not how you've set up your life, where you have to do that for a living. Hopefully you're not one of those people, because there are people that are paid posters and they make a pretty good living just posting and getting engagement. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You're trapped.
Right.
You know, if your whole thing is like shitting on people all day long, you're kind of trapped.
Yeah.
But you can't feel good. There's no way.
No.
There's no way. It's like the amount of cortisol that must be pumping through your body all day where you're going over. And I see like people that do that, I see how they get destroyed in the replies. And I'm like, and I know they're reading that. Like, good Lord.
Yeah.